Let's talk about silver, the precious metal that's suddenly become the center of a global mystery, captivating investors, industry insiders, and everyday people alike. Silver has always been more than just a shiny commodity. It's a vital part of our modern world, woven into everything from coins and jewelry to the technology that powers our daily lives. For centuries, London's legendary vaults, managed by the LBMA, held mountains of silver, anchoring the world's trade and serving as a silent backbone for global commerce. These vaults were a symbol of stability, trust, and the immense value that silver brought to the world economy. But now, in December 2025, those once bustling vaults are shockingly empty. The shelves that used to groan under the weight of silver bars now echo with emptiness, leaving experts and observers stunned. Just 3 years ago, these vaults held over 31,000 tons of silver, enough to supply the world for years. Now, a staggering third of that has vanished, and the decline shows no sign of slowing. There's been no daring heist, no masked robbers in the night, just a relentless, legal outflow. Silver is being bought, paid for, and shipped out in record amounts, with every bar carefully accounted for. The world's silver piggy bank is being drained at a pace never seen before. Vaults are being emptied, coins and bars are disappearing, and the big question on everyone's mind is, where did it all go? This isn't just a story for finance geeks or precious metal collectors. It's a global shift that's touching every corner of our lives, from the investments in our portfolios to the electric cars on our roads and the technology in our pockets. The pace is frantic. Analysts warn that if this trend continues, the vaults could be completely empty within months, sending shockwaves through industries and markets worldwide. The story behind this silver exodus is complex, involving soaring prices, a global buying spree, and a booming demand from the green energy revolution. Solar panels, electric vehicles, and renewable tech all need silver. So, who's taking all the silver? It's not just investors looking for a safe haven. Tech giants, manufacturers, and even entire nations are scrambling to secure their share of this precious resource. It's a real-life whodunit, with the world's supply of silver at stake. The clues are out there, so let's unravel the mystery together and discover where all the silver has gone. The motive behind London's vanishing silver: money, lots of it. In the world of precious metals, few things spark a frenzy like the promise of quick riches, and in 2025, silver became the hottest ticket in town. The city's vaults, once quiet and secure, suddenly found themselves at the center of a global storm. In 2025, silver prices exploded, doubling to nearly $59 an ounce. Headlines blared, analysts scrambled, and the world watched as the metal's value soared to heights not seen in decades. Investors everywhere, from hedge funds to retail buyers, rushed in, fearing they'd miss out. The fear of missing out, FOMO, drove a tidal wave of new money into the market, with everyone from seasoned professionals to first-time buyers eager to grab a piece of the action. Lower interest rates made hard assets like silver irresistible. With traditional savings offering little return, people looked for alternatives, and silver's shine grew brighter than ever. The more the price rose, the more people wanted in. A classic FOMO frenzy. Social media buzzed with stories of overnight fortunes, fueling the stampede. But this wasn't just about paper trading. People wanted real, physical silver. Demand for coins and bars surged, and dealers struggled to keep up as buyers lined up for tangible wealth. The first stop? London's vaults. These storied strongholds became ground zero for the silver rush, as investors clamored for access to the metal itself. The price rally became a global event, with demand surging not just in the West, but worldwide. Silver shipments crisscrossed continents, and the metal's allure transcended borders. In cultures where silver is tradition, the price surge was a call to buy, not a warning to stop. In India and the Middle East, families and traders saw opportunity, not risk, and demand soared. The real shockwave, though, was about to hit from the east. As Asian markets awoke, the silver story took on a new, even more dramatic dimension. Western investors played their part, but the biggest force was still to come. The true scale of the silver surge would only be revealed as the East joined the frenzy. The fuse was lit in London, but the explosion happened in Mumbai. Let's follow the trail, and see how a global obsession with silver changed the world overnight. The main culprit behind London's silver shortage? India. In 2025, India's demand for silver was off the charts, about 4,000 tons a year, most of it imported. Mumbai became the epicenter, with buyers unfazed by soaring prices. Imports doubled in a single month, overwhelming global suppliers. Orders from Mumbai flooded in, turning a steady flow of silver into a torrent. The logistics chain went into overdrive. Traditional shipping couldn't keep up. This wasn't just billionaires hoarding metal, it was a nationwide phenomenon. Silver demand in India is woven into daily life, from weddings to kitchens. The collective appetite of over 1 billion people was enough to empty London's vaults. To understand why, we need to look at India's unique relationship with silver. In India, silver isn't just an investment, it's tradition, status, and daily life. Jewelry drives much of the demand, especially during weddings and festivals. Gifting silver is a symbol of blessings and prosperity. Silver utensils and plates are prized for both health and prestige. Millions of households aspire to own silverware, creating a vast market. Investment is personal. Small bars, coins, and jewelry are preferred over ETFs. When prices soared, Indians bought even more, fearing they'd miss out. This demand is deep-rooted, cultural, and resilient to price swings. Silver is a religious artifact, a household good, and a savings tool all at once. The 2025 buying frenzy was the result of tradition meeting opportunity. London's vaults were simply the nearest source for a nation on a silver spree. The result, a historic drain on global supplies. While India bought silver for tradition, the green energy revolution devoured it for technology. Silver is essential in solar panels, over 244 million ounces used in 2024 alone. As solar installations soared, so did industrial demand. Electric vehicles also need silver for wiring and electronics. Each car uses up to 50 grams. Future battery tech could require even more, up to 1 kilogram per vehicle. 5G networks, AI data centers, and advanced electronics all rely on silver's unique properties. There's no easy substitute for critical tech, it has to be silver. The world's push for clean energy and connectivity created a new, insatiable appetite. Industrial demand became non-negotiable, squeezing supplies even further. The Green Revolution turned silver from a luxury into a necessity. London's empty vaults are the climax of a problem that has been quietly building for years, largely unnoticed by the public but well known to those inside the precious metals industry. The sight of these empty shelves is not just a symbol, but a warning sign flashing for the world to see. For 5 consecutive years, global silver demand has consistently outpaced supply, creating a persistent and growing gap. This isn't a minor imbalance, it's a structural deficit that has put increasing pressure on the entire silver ecosystem. Each year, the world's industries, from electronics to solar panels, along with jewelry makers and investors, have consumed more silver than mines and recycling operations could deliver. The appetite for silver has only grown, driven by new technologies and rising wealth in emerging markets. To bridge this widening gap, the market turned to above-ground stockpiles, especially those stored in London's famous vaults. These reserves became the emergency source, quietly drained year after year to keep up with demand. In 2025 alone, the deficit reached a staggering 95 million ounces. Over the past 5 years, the cumulative shortfall ballooned to 820 million ounces, a number that sent shockwaves through the market and left analysts scrambling for answers. It was like spending your savings to pay the bills, month after month, until there's nothing left. The world's silver reserves, once thought to be a safety net, steadily dwindled as the deficit grew. Relentless buying from India, where silver is prized for both investment and tradition, combined with surging demand from green industries like solar energy, proved to be the final straw that broke the system's back. The market had no slack left. When the 2025 demand shock hit, there was no buffer, no hidden reserves to cushion the blow. Panic spread through trading rooms as the reality set in. The only source left was the last visible stockpiles, those final bars sitting in vaults, counted and recounted as the world watched supplies dwindle to historic lows. This rapid drain wasn't a fluke or a one-off event. It was the inevitable result of years of overconsumption and underproduction, a pattern that had been ignored for too long. The world had been living on borrowed silver, using up tomorrow's reserves to pay for today's needs. Now, the bill has finally come due, and there's no easy way out. The consequences of this 5-year deficit are now impossible to ignore, sending ripples through industries, markets, and economies worldwide. When silver got scarce in 2025, the market went into panic mode. Shipping by sea was too slow, so silver was flown by cargo plane from London to India. Air freight is wildly expensive, but urgency made cost irrelevant. It was like calling a helicopter for pizza, desperate and costly. Financial stress showed up in lease rates. Borrowing silver in London spiked to 200% annualized. That's loan shark territory, not normal finance. Banks and dealers scrambled to find metal, paying eye-watering fees. The system was overwhelmed. Paper promises couldn't deliver real metal. Flying silver and sky-high fees were symptoms of a market at breaking point. The shortage was no longer theoretical, it was painfully real. The world's silver system was stretched to its limits. For banks and bullion dealers, London's empty vaults became a crisis. Their business depends on liquidity, having metal to buy and sell. As silver vanished, their ability to operate collapsed. Many held huge short positions, assuming they could always source metal. But with supply gone and prices soaring, those bets turned risky. The fear of a short squeeze, being forced to buy back at sky-high prices, became real. Even a brief trading outage in New York sent prices jumping, showing how fragile the market was. Investors rushed into silver-backed ETFs, pulling even more metal from the system. This created a vicious cycle. Shortages drove demand, which made shortages worse. Bankers watched their inventory disappear as clients demanded more. The market was on a knife edge, and confidence was crumbling. So, what's next for silver? As 2026 approaches, the world is watching. Prices could keep climbing. Some predict $60 or more per ounce. The forces behind the squeeze, deficits, Indian demand, green tech, aren't going away. London's dominance as a silver hub is in question. New centers like Mumbai or Shanghai could rise. Government intervention is a wild card. If silver is declared critical, exports could be restricted, shaking the market. The era of silver as just another commodity may be over. It's now a strategic asset. The lesson: you can't use more than you produce forever. The 2025 drain was a wake-up call for the world. Whether prices soar or settle, silver's role has changed for good. The future will be built with silver, but every ounce will be hard-won.